But this guy had a mustache that went up on the sides.
Oh, boy.
Like thin on the sides.
Oh, boy.
And I totally thought he was going to try to like grab it.
That guy's lucky he still got that mustache.
That's how I feel.
He's lucky.
Because seriously, like the way it was curled up, I could see Cal just grabbing it and like pulling it. And you know, for that guy, that mustache is a part of his life, you know?
Hell yeah.
He worked hard on that mustache.
Yeah. He's been taking care of that mustache since the 1900s,
I
man.
didn't even tell you that.
Some kid comes along in 2022
And rips
just
it
rips it right off. All right, we're definitely doing this all wrong. It is sunny and 82, and there's like a 12-mile-an-hour breeze right now. And we're inside this studio. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Just helping people, educating people. Spreading awareness.
Is that? Yeah, I think that's more. I think it's more awareness because somebody said,
Yes.
"Oh, I heard your podcast. You guys must be helping a lot of people." I said, "I don't know. I don't know if we are." I said, "But we're just throwing this stuff out there in kind of a more lifestyle, mainstream, kind of pop culture-esque way, as opposed to like some of the more hardcore autism podcasts, which a lot of them are great. Don't get me wrong, but they're very research heavy and medical heavy." And this is just kind of more of a lifestyle kind of a deal, you know?
Yeah, and it's basically just telling you what happened yesterday, you know?
Or this morning. Ugh. All right, we're going to get to the winner of FUNYUNS Friday coming up in a few minutes.
Yes.
We're going to let Charlie come in and announce it. She wants to announce it.
Yeah.
So we'll do that in a minute. FUNYUNS Friday, real quick. Cal loves Funyuns, his favorite snack food. Sometimes he eats Funyuns for breakfast. We give away a bag every single Friday. We mail it to you. And that's kind of another thing of kind of just spreading awareness, right? Like FUNYUNS Friday. We sort of just came up with that, whatever. And so you can link to our social channels at dailyautism.com. Also a variety of ways there to get the podcast and Facebook and Instagram, see our reels, dailyautism.com.
All right, I have to yell for her. Sorry.
You want Charlie to come in now? Yeah, let's do this right now. She's going to come and announce the winner. And then we'll get into the Tampa Bay Lightning did a thing really cool for autism. Really big, too. I love when these sport teams. I can't stand the Philadelphia Eagles, like one of my, besides the Cowboys, but they did something, the Tampa Bay Lightning did something really big, and the Eagles do a lot for autism. Hello, Charlie. Welcome. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. This is our 11-year-old daughter, Charlie. She is the oldest girl of the 5 kids, and she is the official announcer of the winner of FUNYUNS Friday. Charlie will be appearing on the podcast every weekend to announce the winner. This is a big job, Charlie.
Yeah.
I mean, is this like, how do you prepare for this moment?
I don't know. I just, every day, every second of the day, I'm just thinking.
You're just thinking of what you can do?
Yeah,
okay.
you gotta show up.
You got to show up. All right. She's saying, I like this, Charlie. I like your head's in the game. I like it. All right. So this is from people from Facebook, from Instagram, and I had a bunch of ads from LinkedIn that we had to put in as well. So we did a lot of cool things. So Charlie, stirring the box. It is one winner. Who is the winner of this week's FUNYUNS Friday, Charlie?
The FUNYUN Friday winner is Josie DeLong.
Josie DeLong. Congratulations, Josie. Charlie, excellent, man. I mean, every week you just bring it.
Thanks. That's the goal.
All right, we'll see you next week.
Yep, see you then.
Good job, Charlie. So, Josie DeLong, do we know where she's Facebook, Instagram, whatever?
I think it's Facebook, but I'll go back and look.
Good job, Josie. So you're about to get a message from us, and we'll be needing your address. And yes, a bag of Funyuns will be showing up. Enjoy them on behalf of Cal. And if you can do anything for autism awareness, gosh, we appreciate it. So there you go.
Yes. Thanks for participating.
Yep. And next Friday, another FUNYUNS Friday. We'll post a picture of Cal with his Funyuns, and all you have to do is respond in some way, and you'll be entered to win.
Got it.
Somebody on LinkedIn this weekend was literally asking me a bunch of questions about FUNYUNS Friday, and I'm like, oh my God, this is so ridiculous. Like, I cannot believe, but the guy he's so cool. Like, he was so into it. He's like, dude, this is an amazing idea. I'm like, I don't know, dude. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, we're mailing out a bag of Funyuns, but it is for the awareness and everything. So it's pretty cool.
Yes.
I feel like we have to, everybody maybe should consider this, and this could be like awareness in anything. It doesn't have to be autism. Whatever you got that's special to you, your passion, your whatever, your meaning, like, come up with just ridiculous things to do around it for awareness. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't all have to be medical talk and research talk and scientific talk. You know,
Right.
like I try to get away from all that.
Well, it's too hard to understand, you know?
It's just we have a lot on us, you know?
Yeah.
We have a lot on us.
But for real, Funyuns for breakfast is a for real thing. This morning you were baking a pizza when I went to work.
My God.
I handed him 2 pancakes before I left for work, and he gave them back to me. He said, no, pizza.
That's funny because he did the exact same thing to me. So Melissa leaves to go and be with her clients, and she's storming out the door. She's like, "You won't eat the pancakes. I don't know. Figure it out." I'm like, "All right, I figured it out." He's like, "Pizza, pizza. I want pizza." I'm like, "Cal, it's like 8:40. Like, I mean, I don't have a pizza." Finally, he just kept throwing the pancakes. So I'm like, "All right, well, let's try the pizza." Boom, gone in 30 seconds, right? Pizza's gone. And then he goes, "More pizza right now." And I went, "Oh, God." So I looked. There's no more pizza. Oh, there's frozen pizzas. I am baking a pizza at 8:50 this morning.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
yeah. So, and
Pretty
then
funny.
and the pizza had like the little, what are those little things that,
Parsley.
oh my gosh. So he was inspecting it. He like put it right, it was kind of funny. I tried to get a video, but I couldn't. He was like putting the pizza right up to his eyes, almost counting every little speck of parsley flake in the cheese of the pizza. And I'm like, oh God, why did you guys have to put parsley in this cheese?
Oh,
like,
my
please
gosh.
don't let this ruin it for me. And
I don't know if it's parsley or oregano, but yeah, you can definitely see it.
It's one of them. And he was it's like a magnifying glass inspecting it. But he finally, well, he took one bite and loved it, and then he killed 2 pieces. So,
Good.
yeah. And then he's going to be ready to eat here sometime soon.
Perfecto.
And then we nearly had a disaster in the diaper, but we caught it before he got into it with his hands and was going to put it everywhere. So
I know.
We've been-
Yesterday I was waiting all day for him to poop.
yeah, this morning has been, I mean, it's been a lot of near misses. I call this near miss Sunday. There's been a lot of near misses.
Oh my
Almost
gosh.
that, almost had to waste an entire pizza. Red Baron, why would you ever put that oregano on your pizza? We don't need it. It's fine.
I don't know.
Yes, Red Baron, get a hold of yourself. You don't need to do that. You're overcomplicating it over here
Stop
for
it.
us, okay? You don't need to put oregano. Don't you know autistic kids will see that and have a full-on investigation as to why oregano's in your cheese?
Well, we've talked about it before. Like he will like stare out like the side of his eyes
Oh, yeah.
sometimes. You know.
He does that to me, and I'm like, I get kind of nervous. It's almost like a dog before they're about to attack. Like they get real still, and I'm like, what's about to happen here?
When he does it to you, he like raises his eyebrows and looks out of the side of his eyes.
I know, it's like,
I don't know why.
I actually think it's pretty cute, but it's a little, well, it's a little creepy at first because I'm like, I just want to know, what are you thinking? Like, what are you thinking?
You're
in
right
there?
though. Maybe he's imagining you being a shark, daddy shark.
That's kind of what I think sometimes because he loves sharks. Real quick, I wanted to give props to the Tampa Bay Lightning. That is a hockey team here in the Tampa Bay area. I know there's other sports teams that do stuff like this just because we live in the Bay Area. We just see this stuff. But there's a thing called the Lift Academy. It's not a thing. It's a school. It's called the Lift Academy. And they've been around. They've been renting, some buildings and churches and stuff like that. And they just got a $50,000 donation, the Lightning Foundation, so that Lift Academy can move. They're moving into Clearwater. But they do really great work. Everybody we talked to about the Lift Academy, they like really, really love it. They say great things.
Yeah, this is a school I was actually looking into.
For Cal, yeah.
Yeah, it's children with all disabilities. So they let ABA therapists in, and they can cater to the child's needs. So it's good.
Yep. Thank you to the Lightning. It's always cool when when a sports team, a sports franchise, does that, and I just think it's kind of cool. You don't hear about this as much, like right when this stuff happens. There's a couple little things, but it's not a huge deal. You know what I mean? This is pretty cool. Like I don't know, the news doesn't cover it as much, so I always try to give props to those people. But LIFT stands for Learning Independence for Tomorrow. So good job.
Good.
$50,000 to help them move.
I love it.
They're doing good work.
Very
over there.
nice.
This week, we said this was going to be a short one because it's Sunday, and it's already 1:00.
I know.
days-
I'm actually going to put him in the pool today.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
There is this commercial on YouTube. This is getting hot right now on LinkedIn. There is this commercial on YouTube, and they are like, are you burpy or something?
No.
Oh, you keep moving the mic and your mouth keeps filling up. I keep feeling like you're about to burp.
No.
I'm like, do you want me to hit pause? You just need to burp.
No.
Okay.
I'm not burping.
Oh, Like, are you gassy or something? You look.
No, I was swallowing.
Oh.
My mouth is dry.
Oh God! I
And
mean,
I
it's
need some
really
water.
weird. I mean, it's like
You're so ridiculous.
no, you're moving the mic and you're like, you're making this face and you're like, you're holding your lips together, but then your cheeks are coming out, and I'm like, if you, I was like, she's either gonna burp or throw up, so I didn't know what was gonna happen. Everything's fine though.
Everything's fine.
You don't need me to hit pause.
No.
All right.
I need water.
If you okay. Anyway, there's this commercial on it's for the Autism Speaks Foundation.
Okay.
Listen, this Autism Speaks thing, there are people on LinkedIn right now that are destroying that organization.
Why?
They're saying it's like the word fraud came out.
Wow.
They're saying that it's like everybody at the top gets rich and they don't do a lot and this and that. And here's the thing. I've seen people on this thread. People either like, oh no, it's a fantastic organization, they work really hard, or other people are like, nope, total fraud, scam, whatever. I don't know enough about Autism Speaks to have, I don't know. I'll have to research it for myself. Like,
Okay.
I want to independently and critically think and research myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are getting crazy. Somebody just posted this video that Autism Speaks, the foundation, put out in 2016. And when we get off this podcast, I'm gonna have you watch it. It's like 2 minutes.
Okay.
See what you think about it. I'm gonna go get the audio. I think tomorrow or the next day we will play the audio on the podcast, and I want to get everybody's reaction.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm fascinated. I watched it. I mean, there are people that are so angry. They said that this video was offensive. It was threatening. I just don't know how to feel about it. So I need to watch it again and again and kind of get an idea.
Okay.
But it is really fascinating. So I want to do that this week. This happens too a lot of times with these foundations because they get like people find out how much the people make who work there, and they're like, "Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to become a multimillionaire doing this? You know what I mean?"
Yeah, and it's actually not going towards things that it needs to go towards.
Well, a much smaller percentage than what people think. But then you do have to take into consideration, like they need money to pay for rent. They need to hire support staff. They need to do that. It's not as easy as just saying they're a fraud, because sometimes you have to look in and say, well, this is how much it costs to actually get some of these things done.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I just don't have enough information right here, right now to make an opinion. There's some people on this thing that I respect that have an opinion one way, but I don't want to just assume that they're right because it's people that I know and respect. I want to do it for myself. I want to research it myself.
Right.
But I've interacted with Autism Speaks on in Instagram and LinkedIn. They post, from what I've seen, pretty cool content. I found some of it to be resourceful. You've seen a lot of their stuff.
Yeah, I've looked at their stuff too.
Yeah. I've interacted with them. They reply. Does that mean they're a great organization? No. Does it mean it's terrible? No. I don't know. But it's really popping off right now on LinkedIn. So I'm kind of excited to dive
I'm
in.
interested to see it.
Yeah, but wait till you watch this video. I sent it to you. I emailed it to you.
I haven't got to look today.
Yeah. I'm just curious as to what your thought is of it. And then we'll talk about it this week on the podcast. We'll play the audio of it, and then we'll get people's reactions.
Sounds good.
Is that it for today?
That's it for today.
It was a quickie today. We just wanted a kind of a quickie. Usually we take Sunday off, but we had to take another day off this week because of some delivery stuff. Oh, and by the way, thank you to your client who bought Cal some shark stuff.
Oh, yes. Regina. Thank you, Regina.
Regina.
I'm going to have Cal do a video and try to say Regina.
Yeah, I wish we could have as he's opening him up, I'm like, why didn't we get a video of this? Because he was so happy and smiling.
Well, I had just walked in and I was excited to give it to him.
But it was really cool. So,
yep. Super nice.
You obviously know Regina, his world is sharks. And so
yes.
You brightened his world a little bit today when he saw that. He thought it was, he's actually in there playing with them right now. He's got them all lined up.
Very nice.
Yep. I feel like there was something else we were supposed to mention today or get to.
I think we were just going to talk about yesterday, but we can get to that tomorrow.
What was yesterday?
Well, just running around in the park and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, real quick. This was an interesting autism kid day / other siblings day that they kind of had to mesh. We had to kind of do it all together.
Yeah, the kids went to watch their friend play basketball, and so I took Cal to the park, and he's very social, and we always talk about like, when are you supposed to say that he's autistic or not, you know?
Right, to like strangers.
Right. So there was a dad there and a grandpa there, and that's it. And Cal just goes right over, sits right next to the dad, starts talking to him. But then when the dad's talking to him, he's not responding.
Yeah.
So then it's a little awkward. And he kept running over and giving him sticks and stuff like that. But as the guy is like, hey, buddy, what's on your shirt, you know? Which was Batman. Cal's not responding. So after like 5 times of going up to this guy, I'm like, I'm really sorry. He's autistic, you know? And he's like, it's okay. And then he went to the same thing to the grandpa, went and sat down right next to him. Like he could,
He was
leg
touching
to
him?
leg.
Touching
leg to
him.
leg.
Oh, boy.
And pointing at him because he was wearing glasses. And I'm
Oh,
like,
boy.
Cal, don't touch. And then again, I had to say he's autistic because in that situation, if I didn't, it would just be awkward.
What was his reaction?
It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Everyone, I mean,
Were they the nervous it's okays or it's fine? Or were they like, I'm always interested to hear people's.
no, more like, thank you for telling me because now I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's good.
I think it's weird if I didn't say anything and they're like, okay, because I'm kind of letting him do his own thing, but standing right there watching. Because if I just try to be like, Cal, you can't do this, you know, it's just going to make matters worse. But finally, he wasn't even interested in playing. He was just interested in these people now. So I just took him to the benches and he ate his lunch.
You know what's so weird?
And he was fine.
I can't wait to be somewhere where a kid comes up to me and is doing something like that, and the parents goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, he's autistic," and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, sit down. I have so much to talk to you about."
I know.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
when's that going to happen to me? Like, when does somebody come up to me and the parents are like, "Hey, we just found out he's autistic," and I'm like, pull up a chair.
Yeah.
I'll buy you a beer. Let's talk. It's all good. I got some
know.
stories for you. You know?
Yeah, and some people don't feel comfortable saying it. For me, it's just better to be open. You know, it makes me feel better to be open about it. But some people don't like to talk about it. You know?
There's different phases, you know. I mean, I went through that. I was like, I don't know if I need to talk about this. Because I just, you know what it is? I just didn't know anything about it.
I
didn't
know,
wanna
and now
say
you know a lot.
Yeah, I didn't know anything. And so I was sort of like, I don't like to talk about things I don't know about.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of these people where it's like, if something happens and I have to get control of the conversation, I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people don't feel like that, but I sort of feel like if I'm invested in this conversation, then I'm ready. But I just in the beginning just wasn't. And then there was a time where I was like, I really didn't even want to know anything. I'm like, you know what? This will just be kind of part of our life, or I'm not going to, maybe I can sort of ignore it when I'm not around it. But of course that can't happen. But it's just the phases and the stages, you know?
You know how, like, he makes everything Baby Shark family, you know?
Yeah.
So I am standing there watching him talk to this guy, and he's saying, Daddy. And I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, yes, he is a daddy. And he's like, yeah, those are my kids. And he's probably thinking, like, does this kid not see his dad?
Yeah.
Does he think I'm his dad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so weird. But he's just, like, recognizing that he is a dad. But he just says, Daddy.
So
it's
where you fit in his shark world. He
Right.
categorizes you. So if you look most like a daddy shark, you're daddy shark. If you look most like a baby shark, your mom, you know, the whole thing, grandma, grandpa.
Right.
And that's just how it sounds just so weird. I mean, that's his world, right? Like, it's just how he processes everything. I don't know that will ever change. I kind of think it really won't.
I don't know. I mean, he was eating like fruit gummy things and he made it into a shark, and I posted a video.
Yeah.
Like everything is sharks and Shark's family. But this guy had a mustache that went up on the sides.
Oh, boy.
Like thin on the sides.
Oh, boy.
And I totally thought he was going to try to like grab it.
That guy's lucky he still got that mustache.
That's how I feel.
He's lucky.
Because seriously, like the way it was curled up, I could see Cal just grabbing it and like pulling it. And you know, for that guy, that mustache is a part of his life, you know?
Hell yeah.
He worked hard on that mustache.
Yeah. He's been taking care of that mustache since the 1900s,
I
man.
didn't even tell you that.
Some kid comes along in 2022
And rips
just
it off.
rips it right off.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that part, but pretty funny.
I did, it's funny, seeing the sharks, I did just put a reel up on our Facebook and Instagram, which again, you can get to at dailyautism.com. He has a little, I call it the shark closet.
Yeah.
It's literally a closet for towels or whatever, and we've taken out the bottom shelves so that he can go in there and stand up, and he just piles up his blankets and sharks. And it's funny, he used to do it with the door open. Now he's in there with the door closed, and he's got his iPad for the light, and he's in there with his sharks. And at first it kind of freaked me out. I'm like, my 4.5-year-old just in that closet sitting there by himself. I mean, he's playing.
He
but
likes it.
He's so happy in there. He's like laughing and giggling and singing his songs, and I'm like, this is kind of cool. Like, I want a shark closet. So
I think he put stickers on the wall.
He did. There's shark stickers around the wall, and I think I think we talked the other day. I think maybe we'll just really kind of invest some time into this thing, kind of
decorate it,
do it up a little bit, make it a little more custom for him. But you can kind of see that reel. I think it's, I don't know, 15 seconds long, but just I was like, I hadn't seen him for a minute or two, and I knew he was in the closet, and I was like, what is going on in there? Because of course I'm worried about the poop, like he's smearing it all over the place in there.
Right.
So I opened it, and he was just in there playing, jumping on his blankets, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was pretty funny.
Well, he can open and close the door, so he can get out when he wants to, but it's crazy what little things make him happy.
Yeah.
You know, a closet.
A little closet where he can put his sharks, feel comfortable, secure in there. And that truly is his own space. Like nobody else can even fit in there.
No.
So I think he's sort of like, this really is my place, because he shares a bedroom with Charlie, so he knows that he kind of co-sleeps with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's, I mean, nobody's getting in the closet in there.
Well,
So.
I think that he likes small places. Like he fills up his trampoline full of blankets and stuff.
Yeah.
Or pillows, because he likes to be surrounded. So I think he really likes that confined little space. You know.
All right, so yeah, link to that at dailyautism.com. I just thought of a bunch of other things to talk about, but then if we do that, we will be here until 4 o'clock.
And he's ready to go swimming.
He's ready to go swimming, and I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna throw some weight around.
This is my rest day.
Rest?
I'm going big tomorrow, dog.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, quickly explain to everybody what that means, dog.
Cal's going to his
Going big, dog.
his therapies tomorrow, OT, PT, and speech at this new facility, and so it'll be 9 to 12. So I'm going to sign up at the gym and start my heavy lifting on the machines and stuff there. So
I'm proud
pretty
of you,
excited.
Man. You've always been a workout person, and you've always been into fitness.
Yes.
And cooking healthy, cooking from scratch. But you've really kind of embraced this heavy weight thing now, which I think is really, the more you read about it, I mean, it's not just good for your body, it's good for your mind. I mean, just things, you eat healthier because we need to eat to feel. Like I've always said, like I don't really care about food. I eat for fuel.
He does not care about food, you guys. There's some of our friends that have never seen him eat before, like at parties and stuff, because he just doesn't care about food. And if he is going to eat at a party or something, it's vegetables. But I do really enjoy food.
Yeah.
So.
We went to our buddy Tim and Lauren's once. What was it? It was Tim's birthday, maybe?
Yeah.
And, man, they had a spread. I couldn't believe it. It's like, I've never seen so much food at a party. It was awesome. So we walk in and Tim's like, oh, so he was trying to tell everybody, you know what? He had, and da-da-da-da-da. Halfway through, and he's like, why am I going to waste my time? Mark's not going to eat anything.
Yeah. But they did an Oktoberfest theme, and one thing they had was like, I don't know, smoked sausage or
they had the best sauerkraut I've
Polish
ever
sausage or something
had.
with sauerkraut.
That
had been
was
like marinating all day.
All day. That was the best sauerkraut I've ever had.
He actually commented because you were eating. He couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe I was eating.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was like, when's the last time you ate? Wednesday? It was like a Saturday party or something. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Mark eats, but he eats very, very healthy.
I eat for fuel. So I got it. It's just how I've been. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. So I get the eating for fuel thing and eating healthy, whatever. But this week from lifting heavy, my body was like, feed me with fuel.
Yeah.
And I need more water. And, and then there was one night I was hanging out with you in the kitchen and I'm like, I got to go to bed. My body is beat. Like I'm beat down.
Yeah. I didn't know what had happened to you. We were talking. You're like, you know what? Actually, I'm out of here. I'm like, you're out of here. Like I got to go. My body. I could fall over. You said, I feel like I need to collapse.
Like
I'm
it was
okay.
like my muscles were so fatigued.
Well, yeah. And it's good. We talk about this too in the whole autism world because it's so important for the parents. And this is part of the feedback that I thought was cool getting on LinkedIn. I get a lot of messages and stuff of like, hey, it's so cool that you guys focus so much on the parenting aspect of it. And I always say, yeah, you have to. I mean, if you fall apart, then what? For your kid.
Yeah.
I mean, if you fall apart. Yeah, it is so true. That's why I love the lifting heavy thing because after you're done, your body has to keep working to repair the work that you just did. So your body is, the whole body motion stays in motion. And that's so true with the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go and run 6 miles, and I think that's great. I think there's some benefits in that. I mean, I ran a few miles last week, and it felt good and everything. But kind of when you're done, But the heavy lifting, and if you target certain parts of your body at different times, it's like it really, your body stays in that flow. It just keeps working on itself. And I kind of like those benefits.
Yeah, and when your muscles are repairing like that, seriously, like I needed fuel, like food to like repair. And
that's how I felt this morning. I woke up and my lower back and my chest just throbbing, right? Like sore. But I love it because it's like you put the work in, and then you made that green juice this morning.
Oh, yes.
And oh, yes. That's a staple of cows. Oh, yes. Well, I'm like, okay, I'm drinking the juice, and then I'm like, the spinach and the blueberries and everything. It's like it's going to help your body fuel itself so it can get to work repairing for all the hell you put it through yesterday. But that's the point. Right? That's the point. Plus, not to mention all the antioxidants and the vitamins and everything.
Right. And I think you're right. Like, I needed like a change in my workout. And I'm sure everyone heard episodes ago, I tried running, okay? I'm not a runner. I tried to be. I'm a sprinter. I just can't get into the running zone.
You started running to the beach, though, and you really liked it.
Yeah, but I like more walking to the beach.
Oh, my God.
Or doing sprints, like walk, run. But then it's like, I don't know.
It's sort of like I really like walking up to the bartender and putting my order in, Maybe you could just sprint up to the bartender and put your order in.
Oh, my gosh.
Gosh, speaking of bartender, jeez Louise.
It's a great day.
Oh, my gosh.
No, I can't. I told the kids I wasn't going out today.
Well, our friends Jamie and Gary, they popped over today. Jamie was so nice. She took the girls this morning. Jamie's a great baker. Like I told Jamie, I said, Jamie, if you ever want to become a millionaire, just to let you know, it's right in front of you. Like you could open up
a bakery.
A bakery. I mean, she just bakes everything.
But she does it because she loves it.
She's very creative, though. Her stuff is great. It's all really, really good. And that's what she said. She said, I want to keep loving baking. She said, if I turn it into a business, I might get frustrated. And she's probably right. Anyway, she was so nice to pick up the girls this morning. She's got this really cool Jeep, right? And the weather's just great. So she's got the top off, the doors off, everything. Picks up the girls. They've never been in a Jeep before.
No, I forgot to ask them about it.
Oh, they loved it. And so they drive there, and she spends a couple hours baking all of this great stuff with the girls because the girls love baking too.
Homemade cupcakes. I think they're lemon cupcakes with a blueberry compote inside with a buttercream icing. We have like
cream cheesy.
So
it
many.
Smells kind of cream cheesy.
Oh, maybe she did a cream cheese icing.
It's really good. And anyway, so she spent some time there, or they spent some time there, made all this stuff. So nice of her. She comes back and drops the girls off, and she's got Gary, her husband, with her. And I'm like, where are you guys going? Like, we're going to get some breakfast. But we'll probably see you guys later today down at the beach. And I'm like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
I really want to go to the beach today.
Well, I'm not going to lie. It sounds very nice. But
oh, I knew the butt was coming.
But I'm not going to go today. You can. I'm going to go out back with Cal.
Email me that I can go and you're cool with it.
Oh, you know it's cool.
Just kidding.
You can go. I'm actually happy if you go because you had some schoolwork this morning.
Some schoolwork.
You've been working hard on.
Let me tell you, somebody told me this once, and they're right. This guy that told me, I think his name was Andy, he told me this. Getting into law school is harder than law school. I think he's right.
I believe it.
I think he's right.
They probably try to scare you off, Are you really ready for it?
Jeez. 100 questions I had to answer this morning. 100!
Well, you're doing a great job.
I thought there was going to be like 30 or 40. I even told myself before I checked into the portal online, I said, I swear, if there's 40 questions, I'm going to lose my mind.
Are you serious?
You should have seen my face. I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, and I was sort of kind of tired. I thought maybe it's 10, and I'm just kind of seeing 100.
Oh, my God.
I'm wiping my eyes, like staring at the screen. 100 questions.
How long did that take you?
Almost an hour.
Is this one of those things that you can't be interrupted too?
No, it's proctored. I'm on video. They're watching me.
That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
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 How stressful is that when you have a house full of kids?
Because they all have different rules. Like this one, you couldn't wear a hat. Of course, I had a hat on. So I threw my hat. And they said, please wear attire as if we were in person. And I was wearing a tank top with a hat on.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm like, so I had to change my shirt. Take
That's
off
ridiculous.
my hat, wash
my God.
face. Like, my hair was a wreck. I had to go kind of put that someplace together.
Oh, gosh.
I'm like, this is bananas.
That's funny. Well, see, you deserve an ice cold beer.
Oh, my God.
You can go to the beach bar and I'll sit up back.
You're right.
Yeah.
They're going
You
to
deserve it.
They're going to JD's.
JD's is a lot of fun.
Ooh,
and they have cheap beer.
They do have cheap beer. All right. Good job. Great work.
Thanks.
Dailyautism.com. Linked all our stuff. We really, I mean, I'm just, from my point of view, we're really good at responding. Like, I know you shouldn't say that, right? Because you're not supposed to say that.
Oh, yeah, we are.
But we're really good at responding. And so we love when people send us messages. And we get all kinds. And some of it's like, you guys are idiots. You don't know what you're talking about. But then some of it's like, you guys are awesome. We'd love to hang out one day. You know what I mean? It's people all over the country. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, we tell people all the time, as long as you're normal, if you come to Florida, we'll take you to a beach bar. Just
Yes.
make sure you're normal. Yeah, just make sure you're normal. That's it.
True.
Yeah. So anyway, dailyautism.com. You can link to Facebook, Instagram.
I have to say one thing since you said that.
What? As long as you're normal?
Yeah, because people always think because we have, I mean, and don't take this the wrong way, people.
Oh, somebody
think
will.
because
That's
we
a
have, they
guarantee.
think because we have 5 kids that we're weird.
Some people do.
And then they're like, how can you handle this autism thing too? And it's like, no, we really are normal. You know? Like, we're not weird.
I don't know if we're weird. I think people are interested at our ability to sort of just, I don't know. We're very accommodating to chaos.
Yes.
We've gotten good at it. We almost kind of like it. You know, something will happen and we'll say, well, on to the next scenario. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I think if we weren't like that, we'd lose our minds, you know? And I think also people are like, how do you get out of the house? And it's like, well, we have to get out of the house or we'd lose our minds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I don't understand that, though, when people, when you know, especially when we talk about special needs and people are like, I talked to a woman the other day and her friend said that they hadn't been out of the house for like 7 years, the husband and the wife.
That's insane.
And I'm like, I just assume that marriage is over or on thin ice. I mean, I just don't know what that is. And again, that's just from my perspective. Like, and somebody's going to get mad that I said it, but hey, I'm allowed to have my perspective on the situation, right? And that's
Right.
my perspective. I just don't know. To me, that sounds like a business partnership, sort of.
Right.
You know, and I don't know. I feel like even if you didn't do date nights and had fun and just whatever before special needs, well, then you better do it when the whole special needs thing comes into play.
Right.
Dude, this will make you crazy.
Yeah. And
And
it's
all these-
24/7 care.
And these people
you know?
getting on LinkedIn, I mean, a lot of them are like, don't you ever say that autism would make you crazy. I'm like, listen, here's what you're not understanding. I'm talking about the characteristics, the side effects, if you will, the cause and then the effect. It's what happens. I'm sorry that I don't love my 4.5-year-old throwing poop at me. I'm sorry I can't get hallmarky about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not warm and fuzzy to me.
Yes.
You know, when it comes over and bites me to my bone, I got a hard time falling in love with that aspect of autism because it hurts like hell.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like, I try to tell people, like, I'm not, but you know, some people are just triggered and they're just looking for a thing. So we tell people this before. Hey, so you guys go out once a week? Like, you know, a lot of people don't do that. Why do you do that? It's like, to try to escape the life of autism for an hour or two. Seriously, that's not mean, folks. We're taking live rounds over here. This is live fire. So we deserve to get a break from that and go and we try to have a rule to never talk about our kids when we go out. That's not mean. It's not mean.
Well, and it doesn't last. I mean, yes, if it's just me and you, then we can not talk about
It
it.
would never last because we're 10 minutes in and one of them's texting us.
I
Never last.
know.
But it's not mean. And it actually, I shouldn't say that. If you think it's mean, then I applaud you and I appreciate you and you're allowed to think that. I think it's healthy. Now, why isn't that self-health for us? But other people would say, oh, that's so mean. Well, why? I don't look at it. It's not mean. I don't think it's mean. But if you think it's mean, it's fine.
Well, everyone has their opinion.
Oh, thank God. What a boring world if we all thought the same.
I know,
I
right?
appreciate everybody's perspective and opinion.
Yeah,
I
it's
tell
good.
people a lot, too. I was like, look, at some point, we're going to disagree on something. Because we just can't agree on that. And I say that to you all the time. Like,
We
I'll
don't
say,
always agree.
Oh, I'll say something and you're like, honey, I don't see it that way. Okay. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad that you have a pointed thought on that and it's not the same as mine. I'm glad. Because then that's a conversation. That's a debate. That's a sharing of different perspective. Like, I like that aspect of life. You ever been in a conversation with somebody and they're just like, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I get it, and then next thing you know, like you've been having a conversation for 2 hours. And I'm like, this person agrees with everything I say. I don't trust them.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. All right. Have a good Sunday, everyone.
All right, we out.